If your damage in Genshin Impact feels low, even with good artifacts, you're missing something, because the damage doesn't come from one thing, it comes from four. Most players only focus on builds, but that's just one piece of the puzzle. If you ignore the others, your damage drops hard. So let's fix that. First, your team. Your team is the foundation of your damage. Almost every strong team falls into two categories. Hyper carry, where one character does most of the damage and everyone else supports that character. Or a reaction team, where most of the damage comes from the reaction, like Hyper Bloom or Electrocharge. A lot of players mix both styles, and that usually comes with a cost. That cost is damage, and they end up having a weaker team. So start simple. Pick your main DPS, choose your team type, and build around that. Now, supports are not just non-damage characters. They are built to increase your total team damage. Some are buffers like Bennett or Goro, some are enablers like Shincho or Fischl. Some are sub-DPS like Zhang Ling or Fischl, and some do multiple roles. A good support either buffs your team, enables your reaction, or adds damage. Next, your build. Most builds look fine, but are they actually fine? Or is there something wrong? Your stats must match your character scaling. If your character scales with attack, build attack. They scale with HP, defense, or EM, build that instead. So you need to understand exactly what your main DPS scales with and build that. Copying builds without understanding this will hurt your damage. Now let's talk about crit. For most DPS, crit is your biggest multiplier. A good target is around 70 crit rate and 140 crit damage. Also, most DPS want elemental damage goblets, but some newer characters like the Nord-Korea DPSs scale better with either HP, defense, aim, or attack. Now for supports. Supports are built a bit differently depending on their role. Some focus on buffing, some focus on damage, but mostly all of them need enough energy recharge to use their burst consistently. And this is very important. Artifacts and weapons don't work unless you actually trigger their effects. Remember that only giving the character the weapon or the artifact does not enable the effects. You have to actually trigger them. Now, rotation. This is where most people lose a huge amount of damage. Rotation is simply the order you use your character's abilities. Even with good builds, a bad rotation will kill your damage. There are three simple rules to remember when it comes to rotation. Use your buffs first, that is, all of your buffs character's buffing ability, then use your last DPS. And lastly, don't waste buff duration, that is, the character with the least amount of buff needs to be played right before the DPS. If you use your DPS before activating buffs, you lose damage. Good rotations also help with energy, so your bursts are always ready to go. And finally, combos. This is how you actually play your DPS. The exact order of your attacks and abilities do matter. Most players just spam buttons, but proper combos increase your damage by a lot. Every character has a better and worse way to play them. Learning the right combos makes a big difference. So if your damage feels low, it's not just your artifacts. Fix your team, your build, your rotation, and your combo, and your damage will completely change. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed the content, like and subscribe for more content like this. Have a great day.